I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook, a sand-coloured...
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
I've heard there are some interesting... Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom, especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord, and the one you're looking for, he left with it before I could even discover. All I remember is the author's initial. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask him to return.
I'll have a talk with Nick Vard and find out what the problem is.
You think I haven't tried? But since you've already offered to address this pressing situation, listen, it seems Nick Vard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but to leave them in his chamber and read them there. But Nick Vard is old and stubborn, and this is how things turn out.
It's still just a book. Paper and leather.
You say that? To a scribe?
I thought there were more precious things. Like a human life.
We could have a long discussion comparing the value of a Takovite peasant's life with, say, a treatise on physics by Hildegard von Bingen. But I digress. As I said, Nick Vard is intentional. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha, the cook, Regina, the maid.
I reckon those aren't the only 3 people that know him.
I'm surprised that he's ever Nick Vard is a loner, which is also now that he's decided to leave his shell. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out. Since Lord von
I'll help you. I'll ask all...
Many thanks. If you aren't sure what to do, stop by and we'll discuss.
I won't keep you any longer.